Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy P-Lot, aka the Brick Slinger. And guess what? Your boy got something to say. As you already know, midterm election is over. And if anything, I want to speak about what happened at the state of Georgia. Those of you that probably don't know, there's this woman by the name of Stacy Abrams. If you haven't heard that name is familiar to us 2 years ago because this woman is known for having Georgia to become blue in order for Joe Biden to become president, our current president, and make Kamala Harris current vice president. This year is the midterm year. This year, it's only dealing with governors, senate, and any other political position that is up for grabs. Stacy Abrams was trying to run for governor of Georgia. And without going into too much political details, it's obvious that her main target, because she already had the black women votes, and then it was obvious that she had even the LGBT vote, or mainly some women votes of other race. Her main target, however, was for black men. Now, if you remember my video dealing with Kanye West, I spoke of this particular piece of video where Trina and Saucy Santana was doing a music video as a political campaign to encourage black men to vote. It was a very disgusting campaign, I must say. However, it was targeting for black men. Now, I don't know what was the whole purpose of that. I do know one thing for sure, that the black men in Georgia was not feeling it. And it was obvious that the black men that they wanted wasn't feeling it. Because one thing for sure, the election is over and she's not governor. And yet this is her second time running for governor. Here's my thing though. When you have someone like Stacy Abrams trying to run for president, well, not president, trying to run for governor, and she wants the black men vote, even if that means having someone like Tiffany Cross come out and be like, fall in line and vote for the woman, and not for the Republican oppressor as she will prefer them to be. When you have someone who is a misandrist in our community trying to tell men what to do, then have a problem when the men don't do what they want them to do. That lets me know, even as a black man, that they don't have nothing for the black men. Now understand something, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we can never move forward in life, in this society, no matter what color you are. When you do stuff backwards, when you do stuff out of order, when you do stuff that is so unusual that you want to make it the norm, as bad as you want the norm to no longer be the norm, you take away all the possibility of something good to become something bad. And like the words say, there are people even in the kingdom that want to call good evil and evil good. Like let's just take away the fact that politically it was terrible, because she tried to run for governor twice and it backfired. Why? Because she only focused on the black men. Her campaign was all about the black men. Her connection with political anything was targeting black men. But this is not the mayor position that she's running for. She's running for governor. That means more than just Atlanta. How about Savannah? How about Macon? How about the other cities and counties in Georgia? One thing I can say about the Democratic political party, especially when they use someone of color, whether it's male or female, to try to reach the minority, they only pay attention to the small amount of group of people that are willing to vote and not willing to vote, and ignore the people that's going to vote for the other party, because apparently the other party knows what the people want, as opposed to what the Democratic Party wants. Now, this ain't a Democratic bashing thing. However, this is the problem that the Democratic Party needs to acknowledge. And it seems as though it's been talked about for years, matter of fact, decades, of how the Democratic Party moves compared to how the Republican Party moves. And now, since this woman lost, it's going to be a black men bashing campaign. It's going to be a moment where black men are going to be held accountable for the loss of Stacy Abrams. When the truth is, this woman lost on her own, and her campaign party lost too, because truth be told, their strategy game was off. They too busy focusing on one particular group of people instead of focusing on the state, the whole state of Georgia. And any black woman that watch this and be on some like, no, the black men didn't have our back. The black men didn't have our back. No, you can't blame the black man on this one. You shouldn't blame the black man on this one. Because if anything, this is going to sound sexist as possible, because somebody's going to take offense to this. A woman that does not, I repeat, does not pay attention to the whole thing should not be in no political position. That's the one thing I hate about this whole feminist equality talk. You can play the game all you want to, but if you keep playing the game by your own rules as opposed to the rules that's already been set, you're going to lose. And depending on how you break the rules, you can probably gonna lose bad. You're gonna lose bad. So if you really want the support of the black man, give the black man what he wants. Don't just say you're going to give it to him. Give it to him. But the problem is, in today's society, we see a group of women trying to be not only equal to men, but above man. Make decision for the man. And if it doesn't work well in relationships, what makes you think it's going to work in politics? It doesn't work well in relationships. So what makes you think it's going to work in politics? And you may bring the exception to the rules and talk about, well, this woman does everything and her man support her. You can bring up Beyonce and Jay-Z all you want. But notice, and this is going to mess somebody's head up too. Notice, Beyonce was a queen after Jay-Z became a king. Oh! Let me say this again. Beyonce became a queen after Beyonce became a queen after Jay-Z became a king. Don't believe me? They crowned this man the king of New York in hip-hop. Way before Beyonce put out her solo album. But back to politics. One thing we need to keep in mind, you can't blame a group of people that didn't vote for you. And if they did vote for you, you can't blame them for not winning. No, it's what you did. That's why boxing is such a one-on-one thing and bowling is such a one-on-one thing, even though there's teams, there's still a one-on-one game. Golf is a solo game. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. So Stacy Abrams needs to go back to the drawing board and find a way if she want to plan on being governor again or run for governor again. She needs to go back to the drawing board and stop all this whole men need to follow suit. No. And understand, you want the men's support, you better give the man what he wants. And if he wants the leading role, you better be a supporter. And like I say, this sounds sexist in the mug too. To somebody. This sounds some misogynist stuff to somebody. But when it's all said and done, everybody needs Jesus. We all need Jesus. Like really. You can say you can say whatever you want about this, but at the end of the day, the gospel still remains. Jesus Christ came, he lived, he died, he rose, and he ascended. And those who want him, and those that believe in him, will not perish but have everlasting life. But those who choose not to believe him, not only believe him, but to receive him as Lord and Savior, already chose their destination. They already chose what type of life they want to live. And if you want to choose whether you want Christ or not, that's on you. Nobody's going to stop you. But that's just me. If you like what you heard, there's a like button. If you dislike what you heard, there's a dislike button. Comment. Give me your 2 cents. And you can disagree. But as long as you're not disrespectful, you're all right with me. Subscribe. Share this video. Let's continue this conversation. Till then, it's your boy P-Light, a.k.a. the Brick Slinger. And as always, continue to sharpen one another. Support the kingdom. Take care and God bless. Laborers.